Some quality Ocals autumnal vibes going on. So the ride today, we started at Menstrie and we've come up, let me get my finger in the shot, we've come up this track. So loads of ascent, just under 2.75 kilometres of climbing, all the way up to here. And then we've got a little bit more gentle climbing to go up there. I'm going to take this track round here. And what you can't see down there is there's a big zigzag and a drop down, which then comes up to there and into this area here. Now, it's a long way away, so I'm unapologetic about not being able to pinpoint it exactly, but there's a farm in here, just about here, and there's a track, if you know it, goes down through the farm in Jarrah and out along and across the burn forming the bottom of the valley here, bottom of this glen. Then there's a climb out up onto this track here, you can just see it here, but we're going through here and then we're heading for the skyline, not far off the skyline there, and then along in front of these trees around the back of this lump here, which is Dumyat. Okay, so we're going to come up the back of Dumyat up to the summit there, and then we're going to follow a track all the way down the front, all the way down till it disappears behind this lump here, and all the way down into Menstrie. And you can see there's a bit more descent to do down there because that's the bottom there. And the other point of interest, if you can see it, is pretty hazy, but above the blurry finger right in front of the screen, that's Stirling Castle there. Can't quite see the Mollis Monument from here, but that's the route. And the advantage of doing a route in a big bowl, you can see almost everything, and it's beautiful and cool. It might be not be the sunniest day, but it's beautiful and cool. Not a midge in sight. I said that quietly just in case, and not a soul in sight either. Good day. So you can see, where's my finger? Menstrie, there we go, Menstrie down in the background there, heading up to the Forth. And down here you can see the track, you can see the 3 people that I've met so far, perhaps, down on the track down here, so that's where I've come along. And then I've come, well, you can't see it, I've come up this track here, up to Junction. I could go up to Sheriff Muir up there, and that might lead me then and go up onto the tops, up onto Colesnor, which is up there in the clouds, quite often up in the clouds. I can go up into Colesnor if I want. That's a great descent from there, but I am going, sorry for being a bit fast, on this rather innocuous little track. It goes out here, but by the time I get to about the trees there, very shortly after that, it will take a nose down and turn into a lovely piece of single track, taking me all the way down into the bottom of the valley there, ready for a short sharp climb up through the settlement and to use the estate track to get out into the trees there. So that's the next stage. Got the gloves on, first descent coming up. Oh, still nice and quiet though, it's lovely up here. And the ever-present Dumyat sitting up there. And there we go. Okay, so there's Colesnor, still in the cloud. So we have ridden, come up out of Menstrie, and then we rode all the way along there, and then along this track along here. And then we rode off of that down through Jarrah here. That's the old Jarrah farm buildings, down through the woods, and then we've come round through the woods, a bit of a river crossing down there. To be honest, it's a nice summer's day and just straight across. As the winter, it could be a bit more interesting. And then up this access track, which is actually an access track for, you can't see it, but down in there's a big reservoir, we'll probably see it later on. And then we're going to head up this lovely track towards those trees in the distance, so we can get onto the road and we get up that ridge and get onto Dumyat. Just out of interest from here, you can see there's a track here, and that is there's lots of different ways you can actually go up the ridge that you're looking up there, but you can go up that track and straight up to the summit of Dumyat if you want to. It much is like the saying, you're a better door than a window. That's a better descent than an ascent, but it's doable, and it's the same access point from the summit there. But we're going this way, just to give it a bit of perspective. So that's where we came up onto the track there, and we've come up on this Land Rover track all the way along here, through here, over the gate, and then behind me is a bit more track, another 100 yards or so up onto a road. So that's not very exciting, so we're not going to show you that. But the road follows those trees, you've seen those before. along the skyline and goes all the way up to the summit of Dumyat there, which is our departure point for the next descent. So you don't need me to explain about roads and stuff, so I will probably see you at the summit next, ready to launch on the last descent from the top all the way back to the start. Oh yes. Okay, it's more admission to make. This isn't the summit, but there's a fantastic view from here, so I thought I'd just spend a moment just looking at that. So what we've got down behind here, oh there we go, down behind there we've got Bridge of Allen, and as we car park there, and the tourist car park down here as well, and the road up from Logie Kirk. What you can't see in the background, classic Scottish view, classic quote about Scottish views. We've got the Campsies in the background there. We have Wolf Craig, and then we've got Stirling Uni, Stirling, and the National Wallace Monument sitting there as well. All of those fantastic views from here. Now I'm going to stop here for a second because we've also got, from the mountain biking interest, we have Mine Woods, Uni Woods, and if I pan around a little bit further, that's Witches Craig, the woods through there. 3 areas of fantastic downhill riding. Well, there's quite a lot of cross country in Uni and Mine Woods as well, but some jumping, some descents, bit of everything. It's fantastic. And then a little bit more of the Forth Valley there, so you can see the Forth meandering out towards Kincardine, where it really widens out. And then that's us here, so that's our destination. Just swinging a little bit. So it's not the obvious one sticking out in the front there, but actually the summit of Dumyat is here. And we've got these tracks here in the summer when it's nice and dry. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful ride up. There are some steep bits. I will admit to doing a bit of pushing. I already have done a little bit. I will do a bit on the way up. That's fine. In the winter, mudfest. And it's not helped by lots of people taking lots of different routes trying to find the same one. So you might be able to see in there, there's quite a lot of beading on the trail as well, despite some questionable path maintenance having been done. But that's where we're going next, and some of the views. And the other side of that we're going to show you from the summit. Yeah, it'll be fantastic from up there. Looking forward to it. See you at the summit. We'll be the summit this time, promise. Okay, this is one of the things that makes Dumyat such a good place to come to. So that's the track we've come up with. You can see the university, Wallace Monument, Forth Valley. Just out of view behind this lump coming up now is actually a Roman fort. Yep, the Romans came this far north. And there's the Forth winding away down there. Huge whisky vats down there, don't need to go into that. And then that's our ascent route up from Menstrie. You can just about see a few zigzags down here. There we go, that's better. A few zigzags down here, making their way up onto the track, running round behind the summit cairn and round here. So that's our upward route over there and down through Jarrah, then round the back. And the thing that sets Dumyat apart from all the others in the area, there's only one of 2 beacons up here as well. So just to swing back a little bit and move forward. Ooh, don't get too ill. The great thing about a descent is when you see the start, you can't see where it goes after that, and that's the way we're going to go down. So we're going down through this notch, that notch there, and then we're going to go across the hillside down towards the bottom of the valley down here and straight into Menstrie. Very little pedalling at all, nearly all straight down. Well, maybe not straight down. Anyway, let's get on with it. Well, that's a quiet way down. There was plenty of people on Dumyat, like there always is, but nobody on the descent. And it is now just a couple of minutes since I took the video on the summit, to be fair. It's yeah, steep and gnarly up the top, and it just speeds up and speeds up and speeds up. We got 47.5 kilometers an hour down through that. so it's not lightning speed, but it's nice and fast. And there was 2 fences in there as well, straight down, straight off the summit. Absolutely brilliant. So it would be fair only to mention the fact that when we went off the summit, we went right. You can go left off the summit. You can go back over your left shoulder from the summit as well. There's a track that goes down towards Jera there, and obviously there are also, you can go to the first set of woods down towards Logie Kirk. You can go down through those woods from part way up Dumyat, and you've got 2 more there's a gorge descent that you can do, and you can descend straight down towards Blair Logie as well. So there's a handful of really good quality, pretty steep descents off Dumyat. Go exploring, give it a go, don't just stick to the normal track. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but try some other stuff as well, it's great. Thanks for watching everybody, and see you another time. Bye bye.